Good evening. My name is Aljuga Rose. I'm from Liberty University, taking Masters of Human Service Counseling and Christian Ministry. I'm presenting my project plan entitled Shalom Ministry. The brief preview for this presentation is the plan for the project is to win the lost soul to Jesus Christ by preaching the gospel of Jesus to the people, as we are all called to be a preacher. That is Matthew 28, 18 and 19 from King James Version. This project will support the needy children, especially the girls who drop out of school because of teenage pregnancy. The overview goal for this project is to seek the face of God and transform from our iniquities by Jesus Christ. This is taken from 2 Chronicle chapter 7 verse 14. The importance of this goal is because it was a revelation from God to start this project. The project is going to be planted because there is lack of Pentecostal church or any strong ministry in the area. Many young girls get pregnant at the age of between 14 to 17, and they fail to go back to school because their parents cannot support them. There is a lot of polygamies in the area, and this has led to so many family breakdown and divorce. There's a lot of child abuse, and therefore this project will help to promote education and support the children. And there's a lot of ungodly behavior, drunkenness, and many others. The role that will be played in this project is that the interpersonal communication is to create positive relationship with people around the church, gain cooperation with them, showing empathy, worth, genuineness, and alliance, to promote dialogue, to solve tension between people. Excuse me, the behavior, my behavior blend. I'm an inspiring person, submissive, calculative, outgoing, and positive influence. I came from a Catholic church background and inspired to serve as a nun. And I'm a believer, a born again, and the knowledge I gained from the counseling inspired me to start this project. The communication barriers. The communication barriers are in this project. As we all know, that communication is the act of conveying intended meaning to other entity through use of mutual understanding, signs, and rules. The basic steps of this communication, as we see, is to intend to convey message, and through encoding, transmission of signals, receiving of the message, and interpretation of the message. As we go ahead, we can say that there are other barriers that may hinder communication flow, that could be like physical barriers, which include like when we have doors, or we are in closed door or behind walls, we cannot receive communication. And then there is perception, how you communicate with somebody and how the person perceives the information will bring the barrier between the two of you. Then we have the cultural barriers. Usually the difference between one culture to another will hinder communication. And another strategies that can be used to overcome these strategies, communication barrier, is the interpersonal skill that you can include. That is having the welcome for the people, being genuine to the people, and commuting to them. That is what we call the empathy, the warm welcome, being genuine and being alert to the people as you communicate to overcome the barriers, like the cultural barriers, emotional problems, among others, to convey understanding and respect, to care and be honest with the people. The resources and strategies. The solution which will help me to overcome the barriers discussed above in the previous section, the cultural problem, include uniqueness, being unique in what I'm going to do, and then how to measure, understanding the emotion and feelings of different people. This will make me to communicate effectively with different people to achieve my goal. Responding to the people's needs and reflecting on their needs will help to overcome the barriers that is there in the community. As we build ministry teams, which include having the pastors and elders of the church, will help to achieve the goal that is set. Assessing the ministry setting, that is making a clear road through to the ministry, since it is a little away from the main road. There is supposed to be a good road that is going to be drawn so that we can achieve our dream. The action plan that is involved to make this dream come true, to have the ministry run and achieve our goal, is to raise funds through friends and well-wishers, plant the church, to work on the blueprint and construct the church building by 2022. There is launch of many crusades, as we have seen from Romans 1, chapter 1, verse 16. For we are not ashamed of the gospel. So we are all called to preach the gospel, and to empower, we are to empower the leader. Another plan is to empower the leaders, especially the pastor, to reach out to the people and preach to the people around, as the environment is close with Catholic and many Muslims around, to transform the community. So this is going to be done as we follow from the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 7. Expanding the church by planting more church in other places. This will help us to build the community and enlarge the kingdom of God. As I conclude, we are going to conclude from 2 Chronicle, chapter 7, verse 14, which says, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves pray and seek my face and turn from their wickedness. Then I will hear from heaven and I will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Thank you. How many minutes?